So Bungie just pulled back the curtain on their new game Marathon, a PvPvE extraction shooter. And here's 10 things that you need to know and a few extra details that you might have missed from the stream. So starting off first here, of course, Marathon is a PvPvE extraction shooter game. So think Hunt Showdown, Escape from Tarkov, that style of gameplay loop. You know, you go in, you fight other players, as well as AI threats. We got glimpses of the UESC soldiers and some local fauna attacking players in the trailer and the stream as well. Touching on another gameplay fact, so you do drop in this game as a trio, but you aren't hard stuck as a trio if you don't have any friends or you just don't want to play with anybody else. You can go it as a solo, and I would also assume that you could go in as a duo as well and just face up against trios, but we didn't get anything hard confirming that. But we did get a hard confirmation of you can go in solo, and obviously you being that 3-stack. Then with Marathon being a live service game, we did get a bit of information regarding some things such as endgame events, rank play, seasonal storytelling, secret in-game events happening or secret in-game discoveries, endgame challenges, big community events. They hinted at this coming in at season 1, so I would assume maybe sometime 4 to 6 weeks after the initial launch of the game, but that's just a speculation on my part. And then again, touching here on a bit of some gameplay details. So with Marathon, and just a bit of a tidbit here in the reveal stream, we got to look at 4 of the 6 runners that we have coming at launch, and we also got to notice that with these runners you aren't necessarily class or runner locked. So you can, what that means is not everyone has to use a different runner. You can double stack or triple stack the same sort of runner type if you want to, so which gives a lot of team comp fluidity and a lot of player expression and team expression. Then another piece of gameplay loop here as well, with this being a more so open world PvPvE experience, the match times will be a little long. We're looking at around 25 minutes per run, I'd say, and I'll probably throw this up on here on screen, but you can see as the players are loading in for their first sort of go about for the round, we have a timer ticking down from 25 minutes, which is honestly on the shorter end, given how like Hunt Showdown I think is around 40 minutes, and I think in Escape from Tarkov it can be up to like an hour or something like that, really. So definitely leaning more towards that like casual timing for sure, but definitely giving you enough time to take things like really slow and ratty if you really want to. Then moving on here to some more gameplay elements, Marathon also supports so when you're fighting, obviously you're fighting PvE or PvP, you know, somebody will go down, somebody will get knocked, right? There is a down but not out system, so you will have the ability to crawl around when you get knocked, so you're not just immediately gone. And then if you do manage to get wiped, you do have the ability to revive your teammates after death, which is a big play for sure. Then also looking here at we got a bit of a glimpse at one of the map's overview, Dire Marsh. And so far from what we've seen, we can see that there's 5 sort of map icons or map legends on this map, which involve a crew exfil, a guarded exfil, and something regarding an intercept, a UESC incursion, and a high value target. So I'm assuming these will be all of the sort of major key points to look forward to on the map, but like I mentioned earlier, they did mention that they'll have sort of secret things that you can look for, obviously smaller loot items and things of that nature. But at least so far, these are some of the things that we can expect at least early days of Marathon, probably until we get to some like later seasons or different maps and things of that nature as well. For our next point, exfil isn't always going to be instant. At least from what I saw, sometimes the exfil will require you arming sort of the beacon to exfil and then holding out for some time before you can actually leave. And I'll put this on screen here as well, but as you can see here from the creator gameplay highlights, they armed the beacon and then they had to hold out for, it looks like about a minute before they actually got to extract. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're trying to make a quick dash out of there. You'll probably have to sit for a little bit of time before you can actually leave and take all your goods with you. And then speaking of maps and things of that nature, coming on to our next point, we have confirmation that there will be 3 maps at launch. We did see one in the gameplay reveal of Dire Marsh, and then we also got confirmation I think via GameSpot that there will be a 4th map coming soon after launch. I would probably assume sometime with season 1, so maybe again in that like 4 to 6 week window after the game initially releases, but again, speculation on my part on that sort of release timing. And then lastly here, for a little bit of housekeeping. So Marathon will drop September 23rd of this year, so that's right around the corner, not too far away. And there will also be a closed alpha from April 23rd to May 4th. A lot of access codes being given away from a lot of different creators and things like that. You can also go to the Marathon official Discord and sign up for a chance to get into the closed alpha there as well. And then a bit of speculation on my part, I'm assuming since there's an alpha from April to May, there'll probably be a beta, probably closed or open sometime in July or August, right before the release of the game. But that's, again, that beta is just speculation on my part, but we do have confirmation that the alpha will be, again, April 23rd to May 4th. And yeah, that's that. So those are some things that we know for sure about Marathon so far. It's shaping up to be one of Bungie's boldest games yet. I mean, it's been a long time since we've seen a quote unquote new IP from Bungie, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to contain my excitement, but your boy is very hyped. So if you want to stick around for more game coverage, maybe some more gameplay breakdowns, maybe some lore stuff, hey, be sure to hit that sub button, give your boy a like. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to catch you guys planet side.